Give it to him.
Hi, it's Renee and
Jim.
Love Lessons and Wordgasms. So today I'm going to ask a question that's been on my mind for years because it keeps coming up and coming up and coming up, which is kind of a funny word to use because we're going to be talking about boners.
Boners today.
Whether or not they come up.
On one of our first casts, he just surprised me and said, I want to hit this one out. The paperwork's over here. I'm on board. I told her this one's going to start out in her wheelhouse, and then I'll probably be cleaning it up.
He's going to answer my question.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've dated a lot, which is why I want to do the show because I've learned so much. But one thing that has come up repeatedly for me is that when I'm fooling around with a guy, I will want to talk. I will want to say things like, how was your day before we get started with anything? What kind of music do you want to put on? You know, like candles. Can you go wash your hands before you touch me?
Wow, you've said that?
Oh my God, yeah. Like if you don't wash your hands, like you're not getting anywhere. All right, now. All right.
Hey, you date the Renee, you wash your hands. It's a good time anyway.
I don't need to have to schedule gynecology appointments after my dates.
I leave a dish in the sink sometimes just to go do it later on to wash my hands.
Yeah.
Like I don't go wash it right away. I'm like, but I know you have to wash your hands so many times a day. But that's good.
Okay, I'm kind of embarrassing myself
All right,
already.
she's good.
So
no, that's what's fun about it.
What I've noticed over time is that while I'm, trying to like get a conversation going with the guy who is only really interested in fooling around, is that when I'm talking, he kind of seems annoyed. And so one time...
Not me. We don't sleep together, but we are on the same wavelength, and we actually grew up drinking the same water. That's a long story, but we'll let you know later on the podcast.
Yes. So I'm with a guy, the music's on, and it's really romantic, and the candles are there, and I'm just asking questions like, so how was your day? What's going on at work, right? And he stops me, and he's like, Renee, every time you talk, I lose my boner. And so my question for you, Jim, because it never occurred to me as a problem. I was like, so aren't boners easy to get back? And that's really my question.
Yeah.
Like, I would think I'll talk, you'll lose it. I'll stop talking, you'll get it back. Like, boom. What's the real deal on that one?
Okay, I've told her I wasn't. It's early on in the podcast, so I wasn't going to get too good. But I'm going to, now that I'm good, I'm on it.
All right.
Okay. They are hard to get back. And they make a guy very nervous trying to sometimes, and they need the focus. I mean, sometimes they know it's not 5 minutes, it's 10 minutes or whatever. It's a problem for guys. It gives them anxiety in a way, and then the anxiety, but somebody that's with you, like she's asking what kind of music, whatever, it could probably help him if he would. I'm on your team with this one.
Okay.
If he would have
so setting up the scene is good.
Well, that would have gave him some time to get his shit back together, if you know what I mean. If a girl does a couple, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I'll go make drinks, you know what I mean? That's why, come on, there's a way around it, but you know what I mean? But Renee's very open. I can see her, I don't know, but I'm feeling that she likes to talk after sex. Nothing wrong with that. Some guys just...
Well, the guys just fall asleep.
Yeah.
There's no conversation then. You got to get in the how was your day stuff before.
See, you don't have to worry about the second boner if you just fall asleep. I didn't think about that.
That's why you got to get in all your questions about how was your day before, because after, all you're getting is back of
a lot of ways to skin a cat. I'll tell you,
that's
funny though. That's good though. It's good.
All right, now I'm embarrassing myself.
No, my cheeks hurt because I was laughing so hard. I just laugh. It's great stuff. It's honest. Okay. It's open. It's good, and it's pretty good viewpoints.
So honestly, it is hard to get back. So those guys aren't just like making that up.
No. But they have too much of an ego, and the way the man's built. We've been doing it for probably 100 years. You just get around it. You know what I mean?
Let's give women some advice here.
But women that are married and they know their husbands real well, that game doesn't last too long because...
Oh, yeah, we're not talking married sex on any of our podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot to talk about. Been there, done that. There's really nothing interesting to talk about in my mind. Yeah. I'm sure that there are for other women who had good marriages, but that's not my thing. Sex during marriage was not my topic. It's not my expertise.
Renee and... Oh, well, me neither, of course. We don't have sex with anyone that's married.
I can't even believe I just said that. That's like, don't ask me those questions. Go to a different show. If you're trying to keep the romance hot during a marriage, totally different channel.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But they could pick through it and probably.
Yeah. Okay, but I still want an answer to my question.
Okay.
How should a woman handle that? I don't want to just go over somebody's house and just fool around. I want to talk about their day. I want to talk about topics. How do you get that in? What's the best way for a girl to do that where it doesn't, mess up your boners or screw up the
There's a lot of ways, but here's a funny one.
What would you recommend?
You could make a deal.
Oh, I love it.
You can make a deal with the guy. You're like, yeah, you know what? I want to talk about this, and this for a couple minutes, saying it with her kind of humor. I mean, if she was saying it to me, and you know what I mean, and then I'll, be I'll blow you real well afterward or something. The guy goes, God, speak up.
How was your day? Tell me. But afterwards, I promise I'll blow you. That's how you do it.
No, it's a great one though. You never know. Some jump right on that.
Yeah, girls jump on that. Wait, you'll be willing to tell me about your day and I'll give you a blowjob? That's really the deal?
I know, but be honest. They really know they're going to be doing it later, probably sometime throughout anyway. So they're getting to talk, and then boom, and then and you know what's funny? The girls are so smart that they know the game. It's like, I get this out of the way.
You know what the answer is, by the way? The answer is take the girls on a date. Then you can talk all through dinner, you can take a walk on the boardwalk, and you get all the talking in so that when you go back to the room, you put the candles on, you put the music on, and you already know how the person's day was. I think there's your answer.
And you know what?
Not the deal. You can, if you talk to me,
that's probably why
I'll
she's
blow
the
you.
host of the show. I mean, she got it all set. I mean,
So guys, take the girl out, talk to her for a while, and then when you get back and it's time to do your thing, you can concentrate. She'll be all talked out.
And you could put together show 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you should come out of it to be a winner. Should be fun,
There you go. So I think we've solved the problem, and I've learned a lesson.
I always said number 1 was the let her talk for a while and play music and run around and probably have another drink and then blow you or whatever. But number 2 is the little blue pill.
You see, I've not had any experience.
But I'm not
with
big
me,
on
guys
it.
don't need that pill.
I'm not big. I don't take any.
Do you get it?
Yeah, because I don't need. Yeah, because of you. Yeah, because of all the good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I've never had any
See,
experience
that's
with
why
that
you
one,
don't
unless
need
I don't know
it.
about it.
Oh, they don't tell you.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't tell me.
For
about
years, it was. I
Really?
only took one a couple times. I don't even know if it worked.
Why?
Because it did the same thing I do probably without it.
Yeah, but why take it?
I didn't know.
You
I
were
just
just
took one night. Yeah, we were drinking martinis, and I figured, hey, 20 minutes later. So I took it afterward, and like a half hour later. But I mean, I'm a madman anyway. But
Wow,
but, it was,
that's a great other show. Just
but I
right
had to really concentrate to get that second one through me, though. You know what I mean? Those things are. I'm not a pill guy. I never took a pill my whole life. Not even aspirin. Just a normal immune system. Try to stay up on it and hang out with cool people that wash their hands. Okay.
So I think we've learned a lot today.
Yeah.
What did you say?
We'll definitely be coming back to this topic in the future, only because she surprised it on me and been laughing ever since. But we figured it was easier just to do it with, I didn't know the answers to any of the questions that she was going to ask me.
Yes, and if you have questions, write us. We'll address them on other issues and other segments.
We're young at this right now. Our energy's insane. And, I mean, these are the kind of things, sometimes just a personal talking to you. We're only here to help and have fun doing it. And, if you laugh while you're, and take it with a grain of salt, I think you guys will really enjoy it. She's really great to work with, too.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll sign off.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Love lessons.
Yep. And wordgasms.
Love lessons too.
Wordgasms coming.
3. That was the third one. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You can cut all this shit.